What's up guys, and today I want to do a video that I've been planning on doing for a while now, and also a lot of people have been doing them as like a response video to Pete Dorr and Games of War, and actually I don't know if a lot of people have been doing them, but I know they did the video. But anyway, it is the rarest games and the most valuable games in your collection video. So I'm going to show you mine. Keep in mind a lot of these might not necessarily be, you know, super valuable or anything, but out of my collection, this is what's most valuable that I've seen just by looking on eBay and Amazon, comparing prices. So first of all, and a lot of my games are like unconventional games. They're not, you know, like your typical PS1 RPGs or anything like that. So first of all, we have Cosmic Hunter for the Microvision. This is probably the second rarest game for the Microvision, and mine is complete, and you can usually, if you find it, it'll go from anywhere from like 30 to 40 bucks. Let's see, next we have Sea Duel, which I believe is probably the second rarest game for the Microvision. Some people say it's the rarest, but I have mine sealed. And the Microvision games, it's kind of dusty, but they used to come on these back cardboard sleeves right here. So this is still sealed, and I think this goes anywhere from 40 to 50 bucks if you can find it sealed still. Now of course I have, you know, regular Super Nintendo games that are loose, you know, your typical RPGs and your sought after games, and while they are loose, you know, they're not complete or anything like that. I bought them over the course of my collecting over like 10-15 years ago, and I bought them loose because I just wanted to play the game. I wasn't really buying them for collector's value. So all I have is the loose cart, but you know, sometimes those loose carts can still go for quite a bit of money. I know Secret of Mana can go for 40 bucks loose, and some retro stores even charge like 70 bucks for Super Mario RPG loose. So, you know, I do have those. A lot of people have them too. Some other games that, you know, aren't, you know, rare or anything, but they are, you know, sought after and do still command a high price for the Phoenix Wright games. You know, you can still find these for like 25 to 30 bucks used. And also Super Robot Tyson. You know, these Atlas games that come with the first printing with the box and the soundtrack, they can go for a little bit more money because a lot of times Atlas doesn't reprint these with the, you know, with the soundtrack again, like they did with Radiant Historia. They only reprinted the actual game. So the ones, if you get the first press printing with the soundtrack, it goes for a little bit more money. Darkspire can go like, I remember you can get this game cheap for like 10 bucks brand new at GameStop when it first came out because it didn't sell well at all. And now you can find it like on eBay selling for like 40 to 50 bucks with the soundtrack. The Game Watch collections, these are like a Nintendo website only game that you can get for exchanging your points. A lot of people are keeping these sealed, so I'm not sure if, you know, they're going to be too rare or expensive, but you can find some on eBay that are open going for 40 to 50 bucks. So we'll just see how that goes. Next, I have a couple PS1 games. I'm not going to show, you know, typical Final Fantasies, you know, because those aren't rare or anything. Everybody has those, even though they do still command a high price. But I'm going to show you some different kind of games that are kind of expensive. Breath of Fire 4, not horribly expensive, but, you know, if you can find it complete and in good condition, anywhere from like $30 to $40 is the price that this normally goes for. X-Men vs. Street Fighter, this is actually a really expensive game that I've seen, and I absolutely love this fighting game. If you can find complete, I've seen ended auctions go anywhere from $40 to $70, so I was kind of surprised to see that. Another one I was kind of surprised to see was Klonoa, Door to Phantomile. I picked this up for 10 bucks off of Craigslist, and it is in mint condition. I did play it and beat it, and it's a fabulous platformer. And you know, if you're looking for a Mario or Sonic type of game that isn't Mario or Sonic, pick up Klonoa. This one Wow, I've seen prices on this one go from like $40 to $80. So, and they've sold for that. So, mine's in mint condition. So, I'm really not looking to get forward. You know, not looking to get rid of it, but that's the prices it's going for. And here's another weird game that I found recently, like within the last week. It is a Tomba demo disc for the PS1. And I haven't found too many online, but I did find a couple, like two that sold for recently. One sold for $30 and one sold for like $50. So I'm guessing that this one, I know Tomba, the actual game, is worth quite a bit of money, but the demo disc is also quite, you know, worth quite a bit of money too. But here's the main chunk of my rare games in my collection. It's going to be for my 32X collection. If you haven't seen my video, go check it out. It is my complete collection. I do have every single game, and I do have a video of that up if you want to check it out. So here's the main chunk of my collection. First of all is World Series Baseball. This is a sports game, and it is very rare. Some people who collect for 32X say that it's the second most rare game for the 32X. I tend to disagree, but it is still quite a bit of money, worth quite a bit of money. Anywhere from $40 to $70 I've seen, but unfortunately I didn't pay anywhere near that because we got it in a lot. So that one. Next up is Blackthorn. This is an adventure game for the 32X, one of the better games in the library, and it is one of the more expensive ones. For a complete copy, when you find them, it's kind of hard to find. Expect to pay anywhere from, I've seen them as low as $40 up high, on the high end, $70. So I didn't pay anywhere near that. Fortunately, I also got this in a lot, which I'm thankful for. But it's Blackthorn for the 32X. Next is what I consider to be the second most rare 32X game, and I rarely seen this pop up on eBay. Like, I checked eBay for a good 6 to 8 months and rarely seen this in complete condition. You'll find the cart every now and then, but the complete condition I've only seen like once or twice, and I had to snag it. And that's Pitfall for the 32X. This one, like I said, is very rare to find in complete condition, especially with the manual and the box, the inside box. And I think I paid $40 for it, but I've seen it, you know, a loose cart I've seen go for $60. So on the high end, I would say probably $70, $75, maybe $80 if you can ever find it in complete condition. And last but not least is SpiderMan for the 32X. This is the last game I had to get for my 32X. Although I think it was easier to find, honestly, than Pitfall, but it is more rare. I'm not ashamed to say I paid $150 for it. It does seem like a lot, but I've seen on the upside loose carts going for $100, and recently I've seen complete copies going for, you can expect it to go anywhere from $200 to $300, $200 to $300. So I bought my copy like 2 years ago, maybe a year and a half ago, and the game's not that good, honestly, but you know, like I said earlier, I don't really collect for rarity, but I wanted a complete collection, so I had to get this one. So rumor has it there was 1,500 to maybe 2,500 of these made, and some people say that they weren't even released to retail stores. You could only get it through like Sega's store or something like that. I'm not quite sure, but whatever the case is, this is like the last 32X game ever made, and definitely the most rare and expensive. So if you're looking to complete a 32X collection, this is going to be, you know, the hardest to find, and definitely the gem of your 32X collection. I say I would recommend to not pay upper retail for it, because you can find it for cheaper. Mine isn't in the best condition, but it is complete, and it is, you know, it's not tore up or anything. But I would say anywhere from like 150 to 175 is the best price to go for this. I wouldn't recommend paying any more than that, because I do believe that you can find it for cheaper. So that is my rare and sought after games video. There's not a whole lot, but what I have is straight out of my collection. I don't really, like I said, I don't really try to buy games based on rarity necessarily most of the time, unless it's like for complete collections and I just happen to have it. So that is my video. Post a response to this if you want to show some of your rare games or some of your sought after games. And thanks for watching. Catch you guys later.